video. I hope you're well. As you can see, we are in a unit, Big Yellow in particular, and we have our first unit purchase today. The plan is, it is actually 4:15. I have 45 minutes to get this out into my car and get out of here. So this bit will be really quick. I just wanted to show you everything we have. What I'll do is I'll get it on to my car, and then after that, when we're back home and going through it all, I will show you some better pieces. But as I said, I paid £77 for this, so a decent price, and hopefully we can recoup quite a bit of money from this. But I'll see you back at that. So we are finally back home. So just a continuation. I finally got it back. The only thing is I have to go back tomorrow. I didn't realise how much stuff there was. I managed to get it mostly in my car, apart from one item, and that item is an absolutely enormous canvas. It's pretty damn lovely, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's one of the nicest canvases I've seen, but what I have done, kind of set out a area here for the Pokefund. I just wanted to be able to get a shelf near the front, so you can kind of see I have kind of launched everything. Yeah, it's not very well thought of, so all of this is still on my main account, you know, my main kind of selling company. I need to get this. This is just a load of boxes. Behind it is just a load of clothes, and I just can't be bothered until the summer. And then we got a few kind of bits of furniture behind there as well, along with a load of keyboards. A lot of this is actually on eBay at the moment. And pretty much everything here is as well. So if we go to the car, this is it. You know, this tells you everything. This is literally absolutely rammed. So I couldn't fit anything else in here, and you can kind of see what everything is. And I mean, I'm glad that I didn't get pulled over, I'm not gonna lie, because I had to pull it in like this. It was an absolute cluster. So I'm gonna go through this now, try and get it in some locations. Yeah, try and get it into some half decent locations, and then hopefully in the upcoming days we're going to be able to start going through it, sorting it out, and hopefully getting some stuff onto Vinted to sell, because I've got a lot of clothes there. I know it. I do also know that I have got quite a bit of rubbish, and unfortunately that's part and parcel of it. You know, you pay the price. Probably 25% of it is tip worthy. So it is what it is. However, the one thing I will say right now is that, like I said, it did cost me £77. I probably will add an extra £23 on top of that to round it to £100, because I also want to accumulate a custom for the fuel. Because if I have to go to these places that I don't necessarily need to go to, it is fuel out of my own pocket that I've got to use. So as I said, I want to make this as transparent to everyone who wants to, one, resell, but also wants to kind of do this for fun. So what I'll do now is I'll grab that all into the garage, and then we'll try and sort it out over the next couple of days. So this video will probably be an accumulation of about a week's long work, but hopefully it'll get a bit more fun. So probably cut now until another couple of days. And we're back. So it's been 48 hours since I collected the locker, and we finally kind of processed it a little bit. I did a tip run today, so I got about 25% of it just disappeared to the tip, either because I just can't have the time to process it properly, or it was quite a lot of cosmetics, and if they're open, we don't resell any kind of cosmetic products that have been opened already. So without further ado, we'll show you some of the stuff, or I'll have a show of kind of what we've got. Some of it is indoors, but like I said, we paid £77 in total. I've added £23 fuel. I've also got to add £25 in total for 2 days in the ULEZ zone in London. So my car would have been perfectly fine, but my wife's car apparently was not. I used it both days because she has a bigger car than me, so that hit me for £12.50 a day. But we are in the process of trying to get a van, so that is a bonus. So without further ado, I'll show you some of the stuff that we have, and the first thing here is massive to come back for, which was this massive canvas artwork. Now it looks like it's broken. It's not. It's just a bit of wood that has had to come off. It is over in this corner here. I need to screw it back on, but that was what I could not get in the car. It was just so thick here that I just physically couldn't. So I didn't really want to break it too much. I mean, there is a tiny tear here, which will hurt a little bit, but I still think this is a very nice painted canvas of African culture, and I'm looking to hopefully get a good £50 for it. I'm hoping possibly more, but £50 will be where I'm looking at. And then, as you can see behind, we have now 3 rows of Poke collection. So in here we have some bags, not necessarily some big bags. The big bags are in the house at the moment. I see big bags. They're June, so we have estimated about £70 worth of June bags. We got a brand new crock pot with the box behind. It's just that I need to take some photos. And in here we have some shoes, brand new shoes in boxes. Indoors we also have baby shoes. So I believe, bear with me, in here, down here, we have little Doc Martens, and you can see in there we have some other shoes. Inside we have some baby Nikes, baby Air Jordans, some Doc Martens, some Timberlands. So we think in total, just on shoes alone, we've got another £100 to £150. We also have a lot of clothes. These are new tagged, so we got rid of sort of the Primark stuff that looked a bit tacky. I'm not saying Primark's tacky, but it's just very pointless to try and sell. But we kept the labelled goods, so we have labelled goods from Pretty Little Thing, we have labelled goods from Ralph Lauren, labelled goods from H&M, Gap Kids. So we've got some nice new clothing, which hopefully we're going to add another approximately £150 to £200 in clothing. We also have curtains. We haven't processed them quite yet, but we think that we've got probably about £50 to £60 worth of curtains. This big one, we have some canvases of what we predict about £50 to £100 worth of canvases as well. And inside is the big ticket items. We found jewellery. Now there was Pandora charms and bracelets, so we think that we've got about £50 to £75 worth of Pandora charms, along with the bracelets at about £15 each, and I think there's 2 or 3 of them, so we think that there's about £100 of charms and bracelets from Pandora. And then the big hit of the unit that wasn't pictured in any of the pictures, which was a kind of blessing to me, was we found a Tiffany bracelet. Now this Tiffany bracelet is valued at about £300. That is sold listings on eBay. In the USA it's going for about £450. So we hopefully have easily, if I want a quick flip, £250 worth of Tiffany bracelet. So that alone will add so much money into the Poke Bank. Now that is it for this video. What I will try and do at some point is show an inventory of everything that we got and everything that we're going to look to sell. I don't really invoice like the clothes. I do it as like a bulk, but because it is coming up to vintage season, as I call it, and also car boot season, for me it might be that I will inventory like everything, but I'm unsure on that quite yet. Apart from that, that is it for this auction lot. Let me know what you think we've done the best in. Already on screen, I probably would have pictures of things that we have got in these auctions, so hopefully I'll take photos of like the Tiffany bracelet and you'd already seen it, so that you can kind of see what we are getting. But I definitely think for £77 for the locker, £23 worth of fuel, and £25 to get into the ULEZ zone, so for a whole cost of £125, we have done amazing. The Tiffany bracelet alone, like I said, has doubled my money, and everything else is just gravy. So hopefully now we'll be able to get some sales on the board, and once we get the sales on board, we're going to build that bank up, hopefully get it to about £1,000, where then I can start getting to auctions in Corby, getting the electronical goods in that I sell very, very well and very, very quick. And then hopefully from there we'll be able to buy some booster boxes. I'm looking at buying a Surging Sparks. I'm looking to buy a Temporal Forces for sure, potentially another Paldea Evolve, but I have got quite a lot. and then looking at trying at getting some of the big hitters, so get some prismatic in, and complete 151 master set, because we are very close and I cannot wait to show you that collection. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I do apologize it's long and it's kind of broken into kind of segments. I hope you didn't mind that. Let me know what you think of buying these auction lockers from, and of course subscribe if you're new around here. Until next time guys, I shall see you
for watching. Gotta fund them all. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Leave a comment and let us know your thoughts.